What's that?
You get to see Allah.
Yeah, but do you really understand that?
No.
No, of course not. But if you look at it this way, you think that the one who you pray to, the one who you ask forgiveness from, the one who gives you everything, the one who blesses you with health, the one who blesses you with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 wives, the one who... What?
Nothing.
Slide things in there automatically. All of a sudden. See, the sisters are cool till I say that part. Usually. But they're all focused on Jannah, so they ignore that usually. So that's how it goes. But, you know, everything that Allah gives you, and you're praying to Him and you're asking Him, He'll actually show Himself to you, and He'll ask you, what would you like? Here you're asking, right? There you'll be asked.
Allah Akbar.
That's a different thing. Like, it's here you're asking, Allahumma a'tini kida wa kida, here and there. Oh, Allah, give me this and that. Oh, Allah, give me whatever it is that I want. Allah, give me Jannah. Then there, He's asking you, what would you like? SubhanAllah. Can you imagine? Wow. That's a different way of looking at it. Because a lot of brothers just say, you can see Allah. And then it passes by. If you really think of that, like the one who actually put the sun where it is going to show Himself to you. The one who made everything and has nothing and isn't made Himself is going to show Himself to you. That's crazy. Second one is light. يَوْمَ تَرَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. You know that verse?
Yeah.
That Allah will, on that day you will see the believers and they'll have light coming from their right side in front of them. There's going to be a day that is Yawm al-Qiyamah, and you're going to be asked to cross a bridge. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You guys know that. Do you know about the bridge a little bit?
Yeah.
It has the thickness of a hair and the sharpness of a razor blade.
Yeah.
You're going to have to cross it, and the people are not going to have any light. So what you should do is, you have a wife? You don't have a wife. Do you have a
Sorry?
wife? You married?
Yeah, I'm married, sir.
Okay, good. You know what you can do? Well, I think that, I don't know, it's just a little bit of a test or a experiment. It doesn't mean nothing, but blindfold yourself and let your wife see if you can walk in a straight line. Straight, completely straight. Because the bridge is straight. Well, it has the thickness of a hair and the sharpness of a razor blade. It's very difficult to walk, unless you're used to it. I've been doing it for years, without being able to see in a straight line. It's very difficult. Don't do it on a flight of stairs, though. I mean, she might be upset with you and make you do it. Yeah, walk straight.
1 second, let me put some glass in front of you.
Yeah, some nails and glass. There's like a mouse trap on the floor.
No, alhamdulillah, Shaykh, my wife's not like that. Alhamdulillah.
So, that's going to be an interesting thing. But that light is going to be due to the iman of those believers, how strong the iman was here. Some of them are going to be able to just go across that bridge like crazy, you know. Allahumma ja'alna minhum. Just straight. Take a breeze, like you're just going to go across that bridge. Some are going to be running across. Some are going to be walking across. Some are going to be moving extremely slowly. Some are going to have to stop and start again because the light goes out on them. Some, of course, are not going to have enough light and they're going to end up falling off that into Jahannam. So on that day they're going to have light according to their iman here. And of course, what increases the iman is good deeds, right? Third one is Allah will be with them. And that, you know, with His knowledge, we don't say Allah's everywhere, of course. But for example of that, you know, Musa killed an Egyptian, right? He punched him, he hit him, and he killed him and died. Pharaoh convicted him of that, sentenced him to die, wanted to kill Musa. Musa ran away. He left. So, can you imagine now, Allah gives Musa the message. And when he does that, also like Harun is there, and so on and so forth, he orders Musa to go back to Egypt. Right? Not only does he order Musa to go back to Egypt, he orders Musa to go back to Pharaoh. Not only that, but he orders Musa to tell Pharaoh, you're wrong. He orders Musa to tell Pharaoh to follow him. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
This is the man that wants you dead.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even do it. We'd find the sheikh and get a fatwa and please let me out of this. Your niyat is good. No, don't have to do it. But so Musa was like that. He's like, I'm afraid that they're going to hurt me or us, or they're going to kill us. Allah said, "La takhaf inni ma'akum." Like, don't be afraid. I'm with you. I see and I know. Because you know what happened to Pharaoh at the end. He died and so on and so forth. Musa became one of the best men to ever live. You know that. That's the story.
Yeah.
That's how it ended. But Allah was with him in terms of his knowledge. Number 4, you know this Ar-Rahman, this Allah's mercy, Allah's in this dunya is Ar-Rahman, and people say in the Akhirah He's Rahim. So the believers, they get both. But in terms of Allah multiplying things for the believers, you know, when you do something, it's never just, when it's good, it's never just one for one. Allah never does that, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Unless maybe you intend to do it, and Allah knows even then what it is. Unless it's bad. The bad deeds are one for one, and the good erases the bad. But the good deeds are never one for one. That's amazing, right?
That's amazing.
Like Allah, you donate $1 to the masjid, it's 10 to 1. It's $10 or $100, and Allah doesn't even have to stick with 10. Allah can make it much more than that.
Yeah.
For example, this prostitute, this Muslim prostitute, Zania, can you imagine? First of all, nowadays you wouldn't even let them in the masjid.
Yeah.
You know, she's a prostitute. They kick her out the masjid. That's what they would do. I'm telling you. I know Toronto. This is what they would do. My sister, you're from Toronto, right? So you know it, and that's what they would do here, right? Huh? They would do that. It's terrible. Anyway, but that's what they would do. So this prostitute, she takes her khuf, her sock. She goes down into a well. She gets water out of that well. She gives it to a dog. Something else you'd run out of the masjid. So the prostitute and the dog, you chase them out of the masjid, both of them. The dog, you'd like clean the masjid for 100 years, change the carpet, do all this stuff. The prostitute, you just embarrass her and throw her out. A lot of places will do that. So these two things, that's very interesting. Well, she's a woman, but the dog and the prostitute. The prostitute fed the dog. Allah didn't just give her water, He gave her Jannah for that. Same place we talked about earlier. Can you imagine? He gives water to a dog. People kick dogs and don't even bother with them. They die every day. Africa, dogs don't even sleep in the house. Let them stay outside. So Allah has the ability to multiply things for the believers. That prostitute, maybe she was what she was. She did that for the sake of Allah, and Allah repaid her with Jannah. So whenever you do something, you never really know what it's worth. As Allah said, whatever you put forward for yourself for the sake of Allah, you'll find it with Him. He's better and tremendous at reward. That's number 4. Number 5, the wilaya, protection of Allah. We talked about Allah being with you in His knowledge, but this is the deal about Allah giving His wilaya. Allah declared war twice. Did you know that? War, not jihad. He declared war 2 times. You know when those 2 times are?
No.
Huh?
No, I'm sorry.
فَأْذِنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. People who deal with riba and whatnot. Allah declared war on them, right?
Yeah.
In Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah also declared war on those who attack His slaves, His beloved slaves. In the Hadith Qudsi, He declared war on those people. Right? So you get that protection from Allah. There was one sister who was walking, she was in a bad neighborhood. So she was going, through that neighborhood, and someone was following her, chasing her. And she'd walk faster and he'd walk faster. And she had a way, alhamdulillah. Someone else was attacked in that neighborhood. And the description that they gave was that same man that was following the sister. So she went to the police station and she identified him as the attacker that she saw. She asked him a question. He said, "How come you didn't attack me?" He started to laugh at her and said, "What did you attack you? You had 2 huge men with you. How could I attack you?"
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to attack you when you had these 2 men with you.
Yeah.
So Allah's protection is for those who believe. Allah waliyadina amanu, right? Allah protects those who believe, those who are believers. It's another promise from Allah. That's number 5. So this is as far as I got.